'Tis the life of a solo female nomad. If I don't feel safe, I leave.
I'm Allie, and I've been living solo in my RV since July 2020. I'm celebrating midlife in my own special way. Last time you saw me, I was in Big Bend National Park. I've been pretty fortunate in most of my journeys where I find what I need and what I want along my route traveling in my RV. But this time, heading into Arizona, it was quite the challenge to try to find what I needed and what I wanted while boondocking and working in the state of Arizona. Sometimes I feel like coffee tastes better in the desert. In the winter. Good morning. I am 20 miles from Arizona and I'm going home. It feels like home. Yes, I grew up in California, but Arizona is my home. There is so much public space, public lands in the forest, in the desert of Arizona that it's like a nomad dream to me. I'm going to just grab a banana and some coffee and head into the state. The sun is coming up and I have a dilemma though. Hold on, let me put this up a little bit higher. Is that better? Okay, enjoy some coffee with me. Where was I? I'm heading into Arizona. I have a dilemma. Yesterday, I didn't stop in New Mexico to work. Today is Saturday. I drop videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and I've been down at Big Bend. I've been in southern Texas without a signal for days. And I wasn't able to upload my video that is supposed to be published tomorrow, guys. And so I didn't stop yesterday at a Starbucks or library or anywhere that has free Wi-Fi in New Mexico. I kind of just kept driving. Like, I just want to keep driving. I want to get to Arizona. I was going to stay in New Mexico. I decided to go ahead and just bypass New Mexico and come back another day because New Mexico definitely deserves a trip in itself. Anywho, I have a dilemma. I wanted to, because I'm traveling 10 across Texas and through New Mexico and actually it's that way, into Arizona. And I need Wi-Fi because I got to get that video up. I didn't stop in New Mexico and now I have to stop in Arizona. I wanted to go south in Arizona. There's all these little areas down below 10 that I've been wanting to explore. I've been down there, like I've been to Tombstone, I've been to Eloy, Patagonia. Oh, there's no Starbucks down there. Like, they're really far down. Like, they're just not convenient. So really hitting this southern section of Arizona is it's off my plan now. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my old stomping grounds where I spent a lot of time last winter on and off. Hello, desert mountains! I made it to Marana. As you can see, I'm gonna go into Starbucks. It's pretty crowded right now. Of course, it's Saturday morning, that's why. And then afterwards, I'll go to Safeway and get groceries. Yes, it's raining. I was like, oh my gosh. The whole time I was in Texas, because I was in Texas, I don't know, maybe, was it a month and a week or so? On my on my weather app, I put the towns that I think I'm going to be going to. So I kind of follow the weather, which is very, side note, very hard to do in southern Texas because the weather there is unpredictable. I talked about that probably multiple times in my last videos. Maybe just once, I don't know. I try not to complain too much because what can I do about the weather? So as I was leaving this morning, I'm like, let me check the weather in Tucson. And it's raining. Oh, let me go back. So I usually check the weather in the towns and cities that I plan to maybe hit, you know, in the vicinity. And I've been watching Tucson's weather for the last month or so, and it's just sun, 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 sun. Maybe I missed some rain here and there, you know, because I didn't have a signal or I didn't bother checking. I wasn't going to Tucson anytime soon. But just to torture myself, I wanted to always check on the Tucson weather because I'm sitting outside of Tucson, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So of course I checked the weather this morning before leaving New Mexico, and I was like, what? 2 days of rain? It just smells so good though. I don't know if any of you have ever smelled rain in the desert. There's this, I think it's called creosote or creosote bush, and it just, the oils get released during the rain, and it just smells so heavenly after. It smells so good. So my plan was to go to this one location outside of Marana, but to get to the campground that I want to go to, there is a very sandy wash. Washes are for rainwater. So I'm so glad I do know of another location in the area, and I'll probably head there and hope it's not crowded. Because there wasn't a lot of spots in that location. It's not my favorite location, but it's safe and I can ride my bike and get some work done. So I don't remember if I have a signal there or not, but either way, I gotta get going. I'm hungry for breakfast. I had a banana and that's about it. I'm hungry for breakfast, so I'm gonna get something in Starbucks and then work for a few hours, get my videos uploaded and such, and then go into Safeway, get some food for at least 4 or 5 days, and then head out to camp. I love how the clouds cover up the mountains. Woo! It's actually not that cold. I'm just a sissy. But look how it covers up the mountains over there. As a nomad, it sure does feel good to see Arizona plates all over the parking lot. Arizona, Arizona, Arizona. I don't know if you can see that. This wasn't there last year. That's too much for my RV. I can't pass that. Luckily, there is a spot I can back into right here. So I can only back up so far. There's a fire pit right there, so I just kind of put my butt of the RV over it, but this is a pretty level spot. It kind of sucks because literally just a few, maybe a couple thousand yards or 100 yards, like I said before, I'm really bad at distance, but just past this spot right here is a whole bunch of spots. But this will do. I do have a neighbor just right over here, and as always, I hope that he's safe.
From what I've learned, most people just kind of keep to themselves. Good morning, guys, from Arizona. Look at that giant saguaro. I can't remember the statistics, but it's like something like 50 years or 100 years until the saguaro actually grows one of those arms. Something like that. It's like a long time. And can you imagine? That one's old. What an old saguaro. I don't like this campsite, but let me show you over here. I don't like it because technically it's right off the road. And my neighbor is like right there. I'm used to neighbors being close, but there's no other neighbors. But guys, I couldn't. Oh, look at that mountain. I don't know. Is that Picacho? I don't think so. I don't think my RV would make it through this whole wash area here. So it wasn't like this last year, but I'm not gonna risk it. I could bottom out in just the wrong way. So I decided to stop. I've camped down there last year and it was pretty peaceful. It smells so good. Gosh, I miss the smell of the desert after a rain. Oh, it's starting to rain even more. Actually, it's not a rain, it's more of a drizzle. It feels good. I'm in Texas going, oh God, the rain, not the rain. And in Arizona, I'm like, oh, it feels so good. I'm a little biased towards Arizona. I can't help myself. But it just, I forgot what I was saying. Whatever. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I'm hungry. The one thing about this campsite is, I don't know if you could see. That way. There's trash. So I might put some gloves on and actually pick it up. I have room to hold some trash in my RV. Well, I told myself if I don't feel safe in a spot, I will leave. Luckily, I know where other spots are in the area. I can't go up the road where there's probably more people camping. I can't access it. But I just realized there's a stray dog living underneath my RV. Don't know if it's stray or if it's my neighbor's, but it doesn't look friendly. When I spoke to it, it just kind of looked at me like, I don't know, I just don't trust it, which means I never know when it's around because it crawled underneath my RV. And I'm not going to be trapped in my RV because of some, what looks like stray dog. So, plus I don't really like the spot I'm in. I think I'm gonna go. I might try the other location and see what the wash looks like. If that one doesn't work out, then I have to keep driving for the day. This is the life of a solo female nomad. If I don't feel safe, I leave.